their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New England Patriots. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From the 29, Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On play action, it's Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, oh, that's got to feel great for them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the give, this is Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They hand this off to Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Stop your whining.
To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here comes Pettis on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. That swung out wide to Harris. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Harris. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. That's out quickly to Bateman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike 56.
To throw, it's Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Check 56. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check nickel. Hey. Switch it.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
56 is the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 56.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Murray now on first down. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Come back. 56 is the mic. Omaha. 56. Mike's 56. Hey, get away.
A final shot before half for Murray. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming. Easy, quiver. 56. Big ace. Right there. 56. We own them.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Mike's 56. Mike's 50.
Come on.
I got him. Mike 56.
Shit.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
56. 56, right there.
Throwing again, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup there.
At the 17-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
What we got?
Now Dobbins. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Murray keeps it himself, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, it's Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
52. 56 right there, 56. Hey, here we go. Here we go. 56.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner Murray. To Boyle here over the middle. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Rush in.
They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Green.
One more time with Dobbins. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Harris. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A throw out wide here, caught by Pettis. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a throw here, hauled in, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Throwing, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
First down, Patriots.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry.